Hey everybody, Brad Decater with the Decater Real Estate Group. This is actually a part 2 video from my first part of what my predictions are for the 2022 real estate market. So if you haven't seen that, I encourage you to go ahead and watch that. It's going to be right here somewhere. So click on that and watch that first. The second half of the video is about should you buy in 2022 with all that information that I talked about in this video. So with all this information, should you buy a house in 2022? Well, that depends. What are you buying the house for? It always depends on your personal situation and what your goals are. For example, if you wanted to buy the house because you thought you could make $100,000 and sell it next year, then I would say that's a bad strategy and you probably should not buy. That's what I call speculation. Even though I do assume the market is going to go up next year, I definitely don't know that, and neither do you, and neither does anybody. So anyone that says they do, they're lying. What you should buy real estate for is long-term appreciation, cash flow if you're investing, and peace of mind. It's a great place to put money. So in real estate, you can't time the market. So if you're buying the property just because you're trying to get on the train and you think that you can sell it in a couple of years and make some money and then just go right back to renting, that's a bad idea. So if you're buying to get in the game and have a home for your family that gives you a permanent residence that you can love and touch and change, and a place to actually call home, that's one great reason, of course. Financially, it's always a good reason if you're gonna be planning on holding that real estate for a while. That doesn't mean that you have to hold that real estate for a while. A lot of people that I work with, they end up doing what we call a move-up buy. So you buy a house and then maybe you have another kid in 3 or 4 years and then you're ready for a bigger house. That's fine. If you can hold on to the first one, that's great. You can buy your second one and that's real estate investing. Then we're like increasing our portfolio, highly recommended. A lot of people aren't in a position to do that, but they can sell the first one for the gain and then move into their second one, and that's a move-up buy. So getting started in real estate, you can't do a move-up buy until you buy your first one, so it's important to get in the game. So that's a great reason to be buying right now. Also, even if that's your forever home and you're gonna live there forever, you're gonna do well over the long term. So real estate should be purchased with a long-term vision in mind. It's not because you think you can get rich in 1 or 2 years. You may, but you also may not. The fear factor for buyers is like, what if the market goes down? Well, I asked them, what are you buying the house for? Well, we're gonna live there for like a long time. If that's the case, you don't have to worry about the market going down in most cases. The only time you realize those gains is if you sell. I actually bought a house last year in 2021 in May. So if the market goes down right now, I don't care. I do care. This is what I do for a living and I care, of course, but I'm not gonna lose any sleep at night because my payment doesn't change, right? So what the house is worth when you're living there and it's an owner-occupied residence doesn't really affect a whole lot of my life because I'm still paying the same amount every month. I only realize that gain when I sell. And I realize I know the market is gonna go up and down. And if I hold that real estate, I'm gonna do well over the long term. And I wanna finish with a little bit of a story of buyers that I used to work with back in 2017 and 2018. So right now, the market has gone absolutely crazy. 16% this year. I think we were about 18% in 2020. So housing prices have gone absolutely crazy. So I understand when buyers tell me that they're scared and they think that a crash is coming and can't possibly go any higher. I totally understand that perspective. I don't agree with it, but I get it. The thing is buyers have been saying that for the last 6 years. So when I started real estate, they were saying that. They had the big crash before, 08, kept going down 09, 10, 11, 12. Then it started climbing back up. Once we're at 17 and 18, people thought it could not go any higher. Like, this has got to be the end of the road. The market has to crash. We go in 10-year cycles. That's what people kept saying that in 2008. It goes in 10-year cycles. We're almost there. Obviously, that turned out not to be the case. So, the fact that we have not enough houses, not enough houses being built, no sellers out there, so the inventory is low. There's lots of money out there. There's lots of buyer demand. Interest rates are still very competitive. We are going to see an appreciated market. In my opinion, that is my guess. So it is still a good time to buy. And back to those buyers in my story, well, the ones that decided to wait, they said, no, this is not a good time. I'm going to listen to my parents or whoever's guiding me. This is a bad idea. Market's going to crash. Well, they really, really, really wish they would have bought at that point, because now houses have doubled. If they would have bought then, they would have gotten the house that they probably wanted, which would now be worth a ton more money. And now they can't buy anything at all because they're priced out of the market. So if your income doesn't drastically change, your buying power goes down, 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 down as we go. So you need to get in the game so you can get your first house, and then you can start doing the move ups and the investing, and hopefully change your income and your life along the same way, so that you can get the house you want eventually. All right, that does it for the video, you guys. I hope that was helpful for you. I really would encourage you to like and subscribe if you like the content. I'm gonna be doing a lot more market updates and different educational pieces around real estate and finances. So please give it a like and a share and subscribe. Thank you.